Hello, greetings and welcome. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. My channel is Terror of the Twin Sun. Hello, my dear Aquarius. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to build for you, firstly, a bridge. And this bridge essentially will be a sort of link between the past and the present, where you're essentially moving toward and what kind of obstacles are on this bridge. It's something that you can burn. It's also something that you can walk or something that you can repair. So the bridge is essentially a tool for you to understand the linearity of certain steps that you may be going through in the month of mid-July and onward, leading up to all of that. So please take only what you will. This is guidance. And after that, I'll be moving towards the three portals. Okay. Challenges and choices. Challenges and choices. Um, Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, he did show up there as well. Okay, so there's a lot of movement backwards to avoid something, my dear Aquarius. It's been a rough time. Uh, it seems that centrally you want to build the proper sort of master work when it comes to the method of creating a structure, something structural. But there's this energy that's pulling you back. It could be someone, it could be your energy, it could be a younger version of yourself, some sort of expectation that has to do with the thoughts as well as the heart. It's head over heart sort of thing. It's pulling you back, one or the other. As it pulls you back, there's a challenge that you face, and it has to do with a choice that you cut out in the past. But as you move forward from the Three of Pentacles, where your plan is, you're on the middle of the bridge, moving forward. There is an essence of really getting lost or befuddled in emotions, getting lost or befuddled in how you weigh or value the the content of what you can carry. Essentially, there's only so much you can carry, and there may be many things that are distracting you or becoming Neptunian forces that bring you into a type of reverie or into a type of dream world that is not very stable for you. As you do this, there's like a step back and then a step forward, but then this stepping is like um, it's like conducive to two steps back, one step forward, or two steps forward, one step back. It's like a an interplay, like you're in the middle of an abacus and you're just a piece. There's something about it that you're trying to work hard at, but each time you do this, there are distractions. Um, so it's important to know that whatever you do, you're doing it on your own. And there are parts of you that want to live up to a certain expectation of something from the past, especially if you're dealing with, yeah, that's the thing. Like you're trying to avoid regret or heartbreak on some sort of level, big time. And you have to understand that there are emotions that are coming through to you that are quite ridiculous and not conducive to your stability which you are focusing on, but then the emotions are a part of that. They are intertwined, okay? And you should try to make that connection in the month of mid-month of July and onward. So onward we go towards the three portals. Okay. All right. So, as the bridge continues into the three portals, this is 1, 2, and 3. Three portals. The centripetal force here is the Ten of Pentacles. The need for you to be accepted in societies of friends, of lovers, of systems that have to do with your external world, externalizing these and being like you're feeling belong. You belong there through the merging of 2 5 of Pentacles, okay? So essentially, this is the foundation. And there's something about your youthful self, your more studious self that has logic, that has detachment, but also keen keen observation, is trying to understand this expectation. Okay, it is an expectation, and it's something that has come from a long lineage that has to do with victory as well as the apparent sort of spiritual truth behind certain epochs or certain ways of civilization cohesing together. And there's something about you that is being very studious about this. You're learning, and there's something about it also that has to do with family. Okay, family is prevalent here, and you as a young, studious sort of individual within that inner child that needs to learn more is trying to understand the motivations behind bloodline or culture or society as a whole. Now that's very general, but we'll see more. There is a past in the second portal that has to do with the commitment to a sense of grandeur or a sense of something that was divinely guided, and essentially you are rooted to this in a certain way. The idea of the intermediary comes here, and the initiate. You coming up to this power is like you going back into time to sort of substantiate where you are, where your place is, are you on the right path, sort of thing. These questions come in mind, and the Hierophant is always pointing to the past. Okay, now it's very interesting because a part of you has moved on from this. As well, there's someone here that wants to help you on your quest, whatever that may be. But this person has a really flighty energy about them, and they're really concerned about the closing of a cycle through your energy. Aquarius is here, as well as Sagittarius, Leo, and Scorpio. All the fixed signs are here, as well as the moon comes in strong. Cancer, Taurus is here. So, two major arcana, and the knight who runs around burning things. The Knight of Rods is here. And essentially, there's this energy from the past or from a connection that you are dealing with that is or could be current or from the past. It has to do with a deep commitment, and it's as if there's a promise that was kept. and it's pointing to the ancient lore of karma, as well as the ancient sort of storyline, the narrative of certain things that may have unfolded, that the Knight is trying to oscillate around, or to burn, or to move away from, or to come back to. Okay, that's the thing. The Knight of Rods is very duplicitous in that he's kind of like a fool, but a fool on a horse, and that makes that a very compelling, crazy, fast energy. Okay, so there's something about a change or a shift in which you have a commitment to the past that may be regenerative in nature or generative in nature, meaning that there are cycles and these cycles sort of complete, or there's a chance for you to revisit these. And there's an element of you, if you are the Knight here as a projection or as a mirror, there's something about you that is still noticing this change, this shift of a paradigm that has to do with commitments or structures of power or people of power that have dominated the energy of the Knight of Rods. Okay, so there are many things that could be seen here, but from what I see, there's a type of commitment that you have here that is like a promise, and this promise has been the center for your understanding of a certain karma in life that has to do with a fixed way of looking at things, but also the inevitable change that comes from the great wreath of the world. Okay, transformation as well as philosophies, anything that has to do with strength or the inner world is also changing. And the Knight is seeing this from a distance as he moves on into the future. Okay, very interesting. The first portal has to do with you, and wow. Okay, so there's a very big drive for you to start giving in a certain way. It could be an act of forgiveness, reconciliation, but it's reconciliation that is not totally celebrated. If it is between you and the Hierophant, it's done under the secret guise of some sort of hidden truth. But you are essentially bringing to the Hierophant something that the Hierophant would drink, some sort of commitment would be fed in some sort of way, but it's difficult for you to commit to that right now. There's something about your love or something about your emotions that you are offering to others, but it is not being fully offered. Therefore, it is not totally authentic yet. But it is earnest, and it is the cup's energy. It's just that it's veiled with a sort of mystery. Okay, it's a mystery cup, as well as the contents within that cup. The love is also a mystery because it is tainted by the promises of the past as well. It could be tainted from the energy of the Hierophant, who is not looking your way. There's something that the Hierophant in the other portal is essentially pushing towards, or is pointing towards. But you, as the energy of the page here, Page of Cups, there is certainly an element of you opening up channels of emotional content, as well as creativity, as well as love, into newness, into new things. Okay, but you might find this. Oh, interesting. These are very good cards to have. The Eight of Rods, as well as the Four of Pentacles here. Okay, so let's see. Let me do some esoteric channeling. There's something that you're protecting, and it is a source of your mental clarity, a structure, and the structure involves you protecting yourself, but also you are opening. You're opening, and your heart is essentially trying to make communication to whomever, either to the past or to the future. And it's very good that you have this card because it involves two Four of Rods as well, Two of Pentacles, which is all about essentially letting fire burn out anything that is emotionally stagnant. Okay, so there's something about the energy of the cup here that is changing, shifting. It's already been processed by your own alchemy, which is good. Now, crowning the reading is the third portal, and the Chariot is at the top, as well as the Emperor, and the Emperor is looking back, as well as the Four of Rods, which I already mentioned here. Okay, so co-creation wise, what is sort of created or composite of the energies of the one and the two comes the three, and in this are three cards that have to do with key manifestation, rising to power, as well as emotional control, as well as emotional potential that is greatly manifested and used to to push forward. Whatever this connection is, even though like you guys are not exactly facing each other at the moment, there was a strong inclination to move forward towards this Four of Rods and to manifest the hell out of it, to find power in it, to find structure in it, which is incredible. The thing is that there would be a need for patience, for one thing, and I don't think the Knight has patience. Plus, you know, the Hierophant is very much about foundations and structures. I mean, you can see here one, two, three, four pillars, which I never saw before. But yeah, the Hierophant, I mean, does his own thing, and he's usually very righteous, self-righteous about it, or at least he thinks that he is enthralled by the higher power. You know, people of power can actually abuse their power. This Hierophant, though, I think is in earnest. It's just there's a shift that this person is going through, and it requires a lot of patience to get to the four here. For you, it's like cutting it in half. I think you have a surplus, and you're quite stable in what you're doing, and because of your respect towards structures that have worked in the past, you'll have clear discernment to find a proper way to either spirituality or to the Six of Rods, which is all about victory and pageantry. There's something about your movement that is really good. Both of you are essentially, there's something about you that needs a little bit more of augmentation, though. You need a horse, and a horse would definitely help you to move away from the Four of Pentacles energy, which is a lot more stagnant, a lot more sitting. There's a lot of sitting involved with fours. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is that there is a lot of passion inside of you and enough to spare within this connection, which is a good thing. But also there's a difference. There's a difference of, I would say, 7 rods, which is a challenge, or possibly 4 rods, or possibly 3 rods. So patience still is required for whatever this is in order for this potential to be fully released, okay? The energy of Cancer is strong here, so this season and leading up to Leo is very strong for you to really amend certain things about the emotional body and about your creative forces. I think it's good that you're experimenting and pushing forward, but the veil still is there, so don't get jaded by the Seven of Cups energy, all right? That is all I have for you. If you would like, I could do a private reading if you would like, but otherwise I wish you well, my dear Aquarius friend. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun, and take care now. Bye.